I've never felt anything, suspicious in the area. So I usually think I'm all right. But I know I'm going to be that type because the amount that I'll just like practice from day to day, I'll just chuck on a few instrumental tracks, scream and sing my heart out, and then sit down, have a breather, jump up again, and just do that every now and then. And I'm like, I'm going to wear my voice out before I even get with a band. Like, I know that's going to be my damn luck.
Do you go to any of the live scenes or shows or anything?
I try to. It's just my local areas, the clubs that are there, are a lot of R&B hip hop clubs with the music and stuff. And there's only two venues. Well, there were two venues that had metal musicians and metal bands come in, but then they formed into one club. So now it's just the one location that has metal bands and stuff come in. And I try to go to those sort of things, but I hate going out to clubs at weird hours of the night and getting pissed with a bunch of friends. And I do love going and seeing music, but whenever I go out, I'm like, okay, I've got to catch a train because I don't want to drive there and pay $40 for parking. I just can't do that. I don't want to. And then all the fuel, because like I am not like a close distance to my city. I'm about an hour so away from it. So, it's hard to see it. But up Sunshine Coast, they sometimes have, little metal venues going on. And it's like, all right, cool. There's a few local bands. I actually know a couple of them sometimes. I'll be like, yeah, I'll go check them out. But especially recently, obviously with Corona, I haven't been able to go out.
Of course.
But
I don't know what's going to happen now because I don't know what you have in Australia. I've seen some things like, because I know the Used are from Australia, correct? And they've done things to help bands, like they helped Taking Back Sunday. This is how everything kicked off for those bands when they were younger, and the way they worked with each other. But and the way they used their art, like they weren't so typical,
Yeah.
But over here, Warped Tour, as far as I know, it's become a meme now because, it's like, oh boy, I hope they don't close Warped Tour because it's gone now. So
yeah, it's gone. Like there's been rumors that it's coming back, but
regardless, what happens is it sets a mindset for people doing music that there's room to improve. It's not, oh, we have to defend the platform, which is Warped Tour. It's some guy actually cared about making sure you could go to all 50 states or somewhat like that. It's close enough. And now he's retiring and someone else can take up that goal, if they really have it and have the means for it and want to get to know all the people who are going to play because, it's almost like he becomes their boss in a way. They have to go talk to that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
He's not a fan, but he's, he's a friend too. But that guy doesn't exist now, so I don't know what's happened in Australia, but I'm sure there's room for music to grow over there.
Yeah, like we were going to have Download Festival. I was supposed to go to Download Festival with my girlfriend at the beginning of the year, but obviously because of, COVID, that got completely canned. Which the worst part is they canned that the day before the festival. The day before the festival, they're like, oh, we're not doing it. I knew it wasn't going to happen, but they knew it wasn't going to happen as well. Why didn't they say anything earlier? So, my girlfriend and I were holding on, waiting. We're like, yes, we've got a road trip. We're going to go see, bands that we want to go see. And then they just canned it. And we have, like, being cooped up inside the house has sort of driven us both nuts. Because we are very much outgoing people who like to be out of the house. And so, take that away from us, it sort of, makes it difficult for us to live.
So Nick, do you happen to have anything, like you have anything like any recordings or anything?
Let me think.
I'm kind of shocked at your aspect of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I have to, maybe on the next meeting, I'll get like a song ready and like perform it. I don't have anything recorded right now. Let me think. See, I was I did have, I like I don't know how to say it, Kwaka Mikawolole or whatever. I did his Somewhere Over the Rainbow, What a Wonderful World. I had that down pretty good. Of course, you know, I'm in Virginia, and but when I first started, my grandparents' favorite song, my granddad, his favorite song was More of You by Chris Stapleton. So that's kind of like a country type sound. I think Chris Stapleton's more bluegrass sounding. I'm not like a huge country music fan, but I do like Chris Stapleton, but I think he's more blues. But I got one song by him, More of You. I have one song, One Day. I might be able to do that one. One Day by, what's that guy's name? Matiz Yahu, that Jewish guy. That's a pretty good one. Let me see. That one's a pretty easy one for me to do. Let me see. Okay, get warmed up.
Sounds so clear. It's easy to hear.
Yeah, it's good.
Can you hear pretty good? Pretty clear? Sometimes I lay under the moon, and I thank God I'm breathing. And I pray you don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, yeah, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we won't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we all lose when they feed on the souls of the innocent. Blood drinks pavement, keep on moving, the water stays raging. 'Cause in this maze you can lose your way, your way. It might drive you crazy, but don't let it phase you away. No way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, yeah, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we won't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day. One day this all will change. Treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like why oh, why oh, why oh, why oh. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we won't wanna fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play. One day, one day, one day.
Brilliant. Well done. That was really, really good. You're really talented. Got a good voice. A good playing. Got a good playing. I can't English well. It's very late.
I can't. He said, I can't English. Me neither.
Yeah, I do a lot of different styles. I haven't gotten into metal yet just because of the techniques, but yeah, I really want to learn that style and like rasp. I don't have a whole lot of well, my voice is kind of raspy right now because I just woke up, but yeah, I've been trying to get rasp first and then move into like the fry screams and the false chords and all that. But I really had to switch my style because when I first started, it was just all like classical technique, and that's pretty limited because like with hip hop and R&B and pop and a lot of these modern styles, you want the lyrics to be more free, and like with opera, you force your larynx all the way down as far as it can go, and if you want to hit a high note, you got to put it up here. But most modern music, it's all in the vocal folds or whatever.
Yeah, I used to have to do a cappella, so
I hate acapella. It's such a pain.
I just had to be one of the instruments, though.
I was the triangle, so
They force everyone to be baritone. Yeah, that's nice. I think what you can do would easily complement and be complimented by just about anything. So
yeah, because it's one hell of a skill to be able to sing and play at the same time. Like that's a fun
there's so many
concept.
aspects. Yeah,
Like my honest to God goal is to just be able to play fucking songs at a party, like play Wonderwall or something, and just sing and play Wonderwall with everyone. That's the inevitable goal, because you can make people happy by just playing a little tune, a song that everyone knows, and it's just I've been to parties. Like one of my best friends, he's a brilliant guitarist, and I went to a party of his once, and he just pulled out the guitar and started playing songs, and I was singing along with him, and we were just getting we were going crazy. We were having lots of fun. We were singing songs everybody knows, and it was just brilliant. But I also want to be able to be like, I'm on guitar too, joining you. So it's like, hey, we're in tune here.
nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn guitar right now, but it's I don't know why ukulele is just so much easier for me to pick up, but guitar it's definitely taken a lot more investment, before I can get something. Right now, I'm working on the D minor to F chord transition. It's like, oh my God, my fingers just don't want to do it,
Yeah, like I'm really trying my best to learn. I don't have I feel like I need a good teacher. I'm awful at teaching myself to do things, so it's like I need a good teacher, a good tutor. Be like, hey, here's how to do this.
I literally learned everything just learning to play trombone. So, but I played a little violin because I learned trombone. Cats over here being wild. Because I learned how to play trombone, I kind of was able to teach myself how to play violin, but that takes a lot of concentration. I'm trying right now to get back into the motivation of playing guitar. So, but yeah, it's just intimidating. So I that's mainly just mess with the words, and then I can play a little piano too.
Yeah.
So, but I can really play the trombone. So,
I love hearing horns in songs, like brass.
Oh, yes. Yes. It adds such a depth to it, For me, I love hearing orchestral elements in metal songs. For me, that's just a whole other world.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
That's intimidating.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'll never be that good. I used to love that band, Less Than Jake, if you ever heard of them.
I believe, yeah, I think I know.
So, yeah, I think they did a lot of stuff for kids' cartoons, like Digimon and stuff like that, but they were a rock band. So, I think that's called ska or something like that. I don't know. But, yeah.
Yeah, my friend from the Navy, he taught me how to play the guitar part for that More of You song. He's real big into like Yngwie Malmsteen, I think. And he's like, yeah, arpeggio. do all this stuff on the guitar or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to learn, real
Yeah.
simple. But yeah, he's pretty good at that. I don't think he sings or anything, but he could shred, arpeggios all day on the guitar.
Yeah, I know one guy kind of like that right now. Actually, he played with the group for a little bit, but he could just play anything. Like I don't know how else to say it. Like he doesn't need to tell you anything. You would never need to tell him anything. But on that same token, if there's just no lack of inspiration with him, like he could just pull inspiration out of a thin line somehow. So yeah, it's, and I know that I've known one other guy. He's just had this talent. He can play all kinds of instruments, but he can't structure anything, and that's just how he sees it. But he'll literally, if you'll have him play a guitar, he'll take the guitar and he'll play it for 7 or 8 or 9 minutes and be as consistent and thorough as anybody who knows what they're doing. Like he creates something progressive. It's kind of like what you said. It's like a whole nother world though. You can put him on piano. You could do the same thing. And I've also seen those guys who go straight for the books. They're like, okay, I got to get my theory down. And I got a buddy. He actually used to play with Kyle too, Chrono.
Okay.
Yeah, and he now he's up in New York. He ditched the state, went up to New York. Started small, and now he's got his own project, and he's singing for it too. But he started straight on the theory part of things. Now he's like leading a whole crew in the middle of the most compact city in the Northeast.
That's pretty good. That's pretty cool.
Him and Kyle were like rivals, so
Okay.
it was always for the better, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I get that. Which is definitely one of the biggest, difficulties as a content creator is it's like, is anybody even watching this? Is there a point to me doing this, or should I just, back up?
Yeah. I mean, you never know what people will find, but sometimes it's okay to like kind of like erase whatever you've done, start again. But if you stand behind it, I mean, there's just too much for anybody to go through and say I doubt the strength of this person, and what they're doing, or the commitment to what they're doing. But you guys are, I mean, you've been doing it, so. And I know I've known Kyle, so I know he's been doing it since high school. So it doesn't matter what channel it's on,
Yeah.
Because
exactly.
When you write a song, you're not writing it just so you can get the attention, right? So you got to write, or you got to basically do it in order to do better than the one you just did. So, and then you do a show and you're saying, oh, that was a good show. Got to do another one. And then you get better. And then sometimes you're at a show and you can just go in a totally different octave, all of a sudden. You never know. But with the videos, I would say it's probably the same.
Yeah.
That you don't make the video and say, oh, this is the worst video I've made.
No, God, no.
I had a video that was 30 seconds long, and it was somebody tickling me back in like middle school, right? And it got like 10,000 views. So, and it was on YouTube, and the only thing I had on my channel was like AMVs,
Yeah. No, I get that. Like, I make sure every video that I do, well, now at least, like I found my stride. I'm happy with the content that I'm making now. There was a point where I was just uploading because, Kyle wanted me to upload. And I was like, because I obviously had a passion for YouTube. It's just I was also a bit like, I can't be bothered. But I uploaded a video, and it was back the game Fallout 76. It came out with a Battle Royale mode.